Hey, it's Chris here on the line, and tonight is not any normal night. I think tonight is going to be pretty monumental. I've got one of the biggest, if not the biggest one I personally know of, Facebook super affiliates on the line here, and this is very rare what he is about to teach. He's never done anything like this before. He's spoken in over 11 different countries around the world and charges over $1,000, sometimes $2,000 per hour for unique marketing knowledge and perspective on Facebook. And he's probably the most sought after Facebook expert on the planet. He's even hounded by Facebook. In fact, he was telling me the other day that they even called him to go through the system he's been perfecting. Facebook never call anybody. So, if you're out there on the line, let's do a sound check please, and let me know you can hear me by putting in your name and where you come from in the chat box. Right, we'll wait for the rest of the people to get on the call. I'm just going to wait 2 minutes till I introduce Guy. Hi, Jennifer from Salt Lake City. Matt from Geneva. Hi, Tom from Alaska. We've got Christine from Australia and Lucy from New York. Wow, we really do have people from all over the world tonight that have tuned in to get this great training. And the best part is, this guy is totally underground. He's never ever before revealed these secrets. This guy is sharp, fast, very serious, and likes to have fun in his marketing. I think on this webinar you're going to learn something that is truly unique. For the people who've just come on the call, I'll just mention this again. I think tonight is going to be pretty monumental. I've got one of the biggest, if not the biggest one I personally know of Facebook super affiliates on the line here, and this is very rare what he's about to teach. He's never done anything like this before. He's spoken in over 11 countries around the world and charges over $1,000, sometimes $2,000 per hour for the unique marketing knowledge on Facebook. And he's probably the most sought after Facebook expert on the planet. He's even hounded by Facebook. In fact, he was telling me the other day that they even called him to go through the system he's been perfecting. Now, Facebook never called anybody. You see, there's this big 800-pound gorilla on the scene, Facebook, and despite everyone talking about making money with it and the dream of siphoning off traffic from the biggest website on the planet, no one really knows what the heck they're doing. But this guy does. In fact, he's been making serious money with Facebook now for over 5 years. Currently, I don't know of any other marketer who's actually teaching the real way to profit from the website itself. Now, I mentioned this before, this is not just any webinar. This one in particular deserved a special attention. You see, this is not your normal webinar event. On this training webinar, you're going to learn a secret monetization method that's stemmed from a private phone conversation that this guy had with Facebook. But I'll let him get to that in just a second. This brand new way of monetizing Facebook, like I said, no internet marketer is really teaching, but it doesn't matter to mean other real super affiliates aren't doing it, because they are. In fact, almost exclusively they are now using this method to drive traffic. My results with it have been pretty incredible so far, and best of all, Facebook loves me for it. So tonight, I've got this guy to not only obviously going to lay down exactly what he's talked about on this secret phone call that he had with Facebook, or share the pretty crazy consequence of events that led up to it, but he's also going to show the simple but highly profitable system he's using over and over again to reach profit levels as high as $6 figures in a single month. And it's so simple, you'd literally be able to implement it right after the webinar without any software, without any silly get-rich-quick softwares, without any experience, without anything. Literally, with what you have right now. You could use it and make money with what he's going to reveal tonight. Now, and what I regard as the big Facebook secret. So listen up and make sure you watch the entire live presentation, because what he is about to reveal to you affects everything you do on Facebook from this point forward. If you miss this, then you've missed it, because there is going to be no reply, no replay. This really is some pretty cool strategies that he's going to share with you. Like I said, this is really a training webinar, and the only goal here is to let you in on this little secret he's been using to make 6 figures a month, month after month. So, with that said, Tom, I'll let you take over. Are you there?
Yeah, I'm here, Chris, and thank you very much for that pretty amazing, pretty awesome introduction there. I just wanted to know, you guys, I've done one of these webinars before, so this is kind of got a bit wrong there. This is actually the second time that I've revealed this, but it's still, I mean, it was only to a close group of my clients. And so this is something that's going to be pretty exceptional. Like I said, I mean, or like Chris said, this webinar actually stemmed from quite unusual circumstances. Actually, in fact, the method that I'm going to show you tonight, that Chris just described, has been probably one of the most successful, because I'm able to upscale so much. And recently, Facebook actually called me up. Literally, they did on my phone, which is something that I've not even heard of before, ever doing. Especially as I'm like a totally external, marketer. But I'm going to reveal what we discussed on that call later on in this webinar, and the kind of unusual circumstances, or the sequence of events that actually led up to it. But suffice to say, the sequence of events that led up to that phone call with Facebook reveal a pretty effective monetization method that I think you guys are in for a real treat. And it's really exciting because Facebook have just introduced the brand new timeline on the Facebook pages as well, and we're in for a real treat, because this enables us to monetize in so many other different ways. So I'm going to be going through all those monetization strategies, and I'm going to show you guys everything. Okay, so you're really going to enjoy it, but you need to be paying attention. So close down Facebook, close down Skype, close anything down like that. Tell the dogs to get outside, because you're going to be wanting to really pay attention to the screen, because when I get into this method, I'm going to be moving pretty fast. But actually, I think you guys are really lucky to be on this training call, because I've actually got some of my live campaigns opened up right now. So I suppose what we can do is we can go and take a look, and you can see some of the realistic numbers that I've been pulling in on what we're actually talking about right now. So I'll just check. Can you all see my computer screen? And I just paused some of these campaigns, and the reason was just to show you. I'm going to unpause them during this webinar, and I'll show you the type of traffic that we're actually getting in all at the same time on this webinar. Okay, some people say the quality's a little bit in trouble. Okay, guys, if the sound drops out, just bear with me. It's probably just an internet connection problem or something like that, but it should reconnect. Okay, so I just want to show you. I just actually paused all these campaigns here. I'm going to go ahead and unpause them, and then we're going to go and check out the type of traffic that's coming in by the end of this training webinar as well. So I'll just go through and activate. Okay, so they're all pretty much, and we'll activate all these. And I've got another ad group which I'll activate in a second. But you can see here, just so we can, just so you can see what we're actually looking at here. And I think we've just waiting for the website to load. Okay, so we'll just activate this. Okay, and this is just one of my advertising accounts, okay? Where is it? Okay, I'll just check out reports here. Where is it? Okay, but what I want you to know, we'll just click on here. All ads. Here we go. Okay, what I want you to see, just here, like as you can see here, we've got a social reach. Just one of these ads here, we've got a social reach of 7,533 people. You know, and it's and here another one. These are just separate ads that I've set up. The social reach of 193 people. We're reaching. So when we're setting up these advertising campaigns, we're reaching a lot of people, and it allows us to monetize in a lot of different ways. Look at this ad group here, reaching 29,000 people. Just so you can see the type of numbers that we're turning in over here, and we're getting a cost per click of, at the moment, I've actually raised this, but 63 cents, which is pretty amazing. I mean, and one of these ad campaigns, I mean, right now, and the total right now, I'm getting 243,000, a campaign reach of 243,000 people, and a social reach of over 16,000. You can see just even one ad has been a social reach of 16,000. Total social reach of over 200,000, and it's all just been done over the last 7 days. I mean, that means we're instantly getting in contact with a lot of people and building an email list, which is exactly what I'm going to show you guys by the end of this webinar, and also show you how to monetize all the different monetization strategies. And I'm going to only spend a small amount of money to do this, and I'm going to go and continue to show you guys proof along the way. And I wanted to unpause these campaigns and show you how quickly, just in a day's spend, the type of profit that we can actually get coming in. But for instance, what I did do is I just quickly took some screenshots of some ClickBank proof, as you can see here. We've got, these are like $100 days, $30 days, $300 days there on the second account. Now this is a bigger account. We've got like $2,000 days, $3,000 days, $2,000 days. Sometimes even, we'll even get bigger. And I want you to know that as you guys get to know me more, my name is Tom, as you guys get to know me more, this account, with the methods that I'm going to show you today, this account in particular, we're gonna get up to $10,000 days, and I'll be showing you that as well and how to do that. But anyway, back to what I wanted to tell you. So, and all this income, by the way, guys, stems from the 15 different niches that I'm actually in right now. Okay, and I think what I'll do is I'll just show a quick report of sales. This is like a report of product sales across my 15 different niches, and you can see here in the current quarter of this year, we've done $181,000 in sales. Leading up to it was last year in the last quarter when I when Facebook made these awesome changes and I really discovered these methods. You can see we did $500,000 in sales, $480,000 in sales in the last quarter of last year. So you can just see how I've slowly perfected these methods and just getting better and better, and we're still in the first quarter of this year, so it's pretty exciting. What's going on, and I'm just about, when we move into the second quarter, which was just about to happen this year, this is when we're going to start getting our $10,000 days, and it's going to be pretty crazy. So I'm pretty excited to be sharing this method with you guys. But you're also lucky because nobody is talking about this stuff the way I'm about to teach you. I mean, no one's teaching these techniques. You're going to learn some cutting-edge technology, like literally cutting-edge technology, and this, that's literally making me millions. And this is technology that really affects the way, this teaching really affects the way that you're going to be using Facebook from this point forward. And these are really underground secrets that are making a small group of internet marketers very, very rich. So you're probably thinking, what is if we just cross over here, what's my motivation? We've got a quick picture here of a person grabbing a carrot in front of a stick. Well, number one motivation, one of them is, obviously the money, but after the money, aside from the money, my other motivation is that, I'm looking to build 100 people strong team that can make about $10,000 a week. And if they're making $10,000 a week and they're spending, got a 50% profit margin, that means they're earning about $20,000 a month. From $20,000 a month, if I get 100 people to earn $20,000 a month, and I say, take a 5% margin for teaching, that gives me an extra $100,000 a month. So I just sort of, telling you, that, what number one motivation is, one of it's about the money. But anyway, the other thing though is I know there's a huge demand for this type of information. And it's the reason why Chris got me on this webinar. And there's a lot of opportunity for a lot of other people to make some really good money. And honestly, like after making a lot of money myself, the next most fulfilling thing is really helping others. Okay, I really do come from a world of abundance. I don't have any scarcity or anything like that. I really believe there's really enough money out there for everybody. So this is pretty exciting stuff. And the other thing is, back to building, I want to build an affiliate network, where I can build 100 people, all earning, at least $20,000 a month, and build a nice, strong, trustworthy affiliate network. So that's my other reason. But anyway, my story, I'll just cross back over to my Facebook profile, I think. You can see that's me there. Learning how to fly as a pilot. My story is probably a little bit different to the majority of other people that you're gonna see on these live webinars. Okay, I've actually been making money for quite a while now. I mean, the first money I ever made was actually 5 years ago, and it was using my traffic getting software, and that's what led to this natural progression of a number of other methods that I use today. But I want you to know that all the traffic I get these days is solely from Facebook. It's always been from Facebook, and my newest and probably what will be my most successful system and method due to the new Facebook changes that are coming, like literally over the last couple of days. My newest method is probably going to be the most successful, and it's the very system that I'm going to show you guys today. And not only that, I've taught a lot of people how to make money online over 37 different countries, by sharing, just exactly what I'm doing in my business. I've spoken in over 11 different countries all over the world: Australia, America, England, Malaysia, Germany, New Zealand, just to name a few. And I'm regarded as one of the most sought after Facebook advertising consultants that I know. I mean, nowadays I charge $1,000, for consulting to individual clients, and $2,000 just, for $2,000 an hour for large corporations, just for the kind of, Facebook marketing expertise that I've gained over the last couple of years. And in a lot of cases, I turn these clients down because, I like to spend a lot of my time surfing and doing other adventure sports. I mean, you can see here, here's a picture of me. I really, love flying. That's one of my favorite passions, as you can see there. And here's actually me, a picture of me in India with my Indian programmers. But I can honestly say that the method that I'm going to show you today is what pays for my extravagant travels and adventures and the nice houses and the cars. I'm currently in LA, and that's the car I'm actually got right now. It's a pretty cool Chevron convertible. And the nice lifestyle I lead today. But I also want you to know that my lifestyle wasn't always like this. Okay, in fact, for most of my life, it's been a real financial struggle. Even my parents struggled financially through childhood and even into university life. I'm from Australia, as you can probably hear from my accent, and I only just scraped through university. I studied engineering at university, and that's actually a picture of me there with just coming from a big skydive in New Zealand, me learning how to fly in Miami, which was pretty cool. I even got to learn, I'm sorry, no, this is not me learning how to fly in Miami. This is actually me learning how to fly. I'm actually flying a private jet here from Manchester in the UK out to Ibiza, which was pretty cool, flying at about 30,000 feet. And that's me with my programmers. This is me in India at the Water City in India, and I'm sorry to say this, but I'm a real dog lover. I love, that's my dog Georgie. I really love my dog a lot. There's actually me, a picture outside of Universal, and no, there's not a big bomb on the right hand side. It's not a bomb exploding there. There's me with my father. Get to enjoy the games, get to do a lot of different things in life. And this is one of my cars that I had in where were we? San Diego. Which was a pretty cool car, and and obviously I'm a big dog lover again. And here's me with my girlfriend, which has been pretty cool. So anyway, so you'll probably notice that we're here actually on Facebook looking at these pictures, and not a more appropriate place, because that's where everybody is these days. Okay, that's what we're talking about today. I mean, this is where the whole internet is these days, and so again, what not a more appropriate place to begin this webinar than on Facebook. I mean, but just because we're on Facebook, it doesn't mean that this method is the same as any other method. Okay, it doesn't matter what website you're using. Actually, it doesn't matter. This is one of the most effective ways to make money online today. And I created some, traffic software that was one of the most popular pieces of software ever released, used by, thousands of marketers and businesses worldwide, and, made a lot of people very wealthy and a lot of businesses very successful. And I'm still using that software today because, it's very powerful. But for someone who's just starting out, the method that I'm about to show you here, it kind of trumps all other methods that I've used, especially for a total newbie, and especially with these awesome Facebook changes that Facebook have just brought in. So enough about me. Okay, so now I know you can reach a bit of plateau with other methods and stuff like that, but this method that I'm about to teach you, you're tapping directly into a multi-billion-dollar technique, not industry, because obviously affiliate marketing is a lot bigger than that. I'm literally talking about this one particular traffic method that I'm going to show you tonight. This is responsible for billions and billions of dollars of sales online, and I think that is something that's pretty special. And by the way, so guys, I just wanted to say that I had a phone call from Facebook, and I just want to say that everything on this webinar from this point forward, we actually discussed and went through on the phone call that I had with Facebook. And one of the things I really learned there was very interesting, is that the price of advertising to a Facebook page, and if you don't know what I'm talking about yet, I'll let you know soon, is actually about 50% times cheaper than advertising to an external website. And Facebook actually gave me a secret deal to their Facebook API program, but I'll tell you what that means in a second and how it affects you. So on this private phone call I had with Facebook, I ran through this exact method that I'm going to show you, and they even helped me refine it to reduce costs and maximize profits. So I think instead of me talking about it, I think what we should do is just actually start running through it. And does that seem like a good idea? I think we'll start doing it actually. Okay, so the first thing. Okay, brilliant. I've got a flood of yeses at the moment. Okay, so the first thing first, can you guys see my screen? Okay, guys. Yeah. So I'm going to make this. This is a training webinar, so I'm going to make this really interactive, guys. So we'll be asking you some questions and talking a lot as well. So feel free to interact with me as much as possible. Ask questions. If I don't get to your question straight away, I'll answer it at the end. I'll try and go through all the questions as we get to them. Okay. There is a dog on my screen. Yes, thanks, Donald. Yes, that's my favorite pet. Okay. So the first thing, I think what we'll do is we'll just jump over to Google Trends. This is one of my favorite tools, just so you can see how cool this is. So I'm just going to type in Google Trends on the Google bar. Ross has just said, yes, Tom, she is beautiful. She's a beautiful little mutt. Okay, we'll just do a quick Google search here. Okay, so Google Trends, this is one of my favorite tools. Just let me, can you all see Google Trends loaded? Okay, brilliant. Okay, it seems like we haven't got too much of a slowdown. Okay, so we're just going to do a quick, just to show you how big this website called Facebook really is. We're just going to do a quick Google search, Facebook and YouTube. I mean, YouTube's a big website, but just to see, Chris mentioned that there's, a big 800-pound gorilla sitting in a room, and it really is like that, because have a look here. You can see here, if we just scroll across here, since 2007, Facebook and YouTube have been around, 2006 really, but since 2008, Facebook and YouTube have shot off. But YouTube's the red line here, as you can see. Can you guys see the red and blue line? reaction time is very slow, Peter. Okay, guys, we'll try and do our best. But as you can see here, good. Okay, we've got a flood of yeses. So there's about a reaction time of about 10 or 7 seconds, 5 to 7 seconds. A little bit of a delay, 4-second delay. Okay, thanks, Jimmy. Okay, so you can see here, but YouTube is the red line and Facebook is the blue one. So YouTube's just been on a steady small growth ever since 2007. But check out Facebook. Facebook is huge. Look at it. It's like it's huge. Facebook's the blue line, and it's just shot up ever since 2008, and it's still growing now. Which is pretty cool. And another comparison I wanted to show you was Facebook and Google. I mean, Google is a big website. We all know Google. But just to show you the size comparison between these two websites, check this out. Okay, so Facebook is the blue one, YouTube's the red one. Check out the size comparison. This kind of really shows the growth that Facebook have had. YouTube's just been on a steady growth ever since 2007, 2008. But check out Facebook. It's just shot up ever since 2008, and it's still on a huge growth curve now. I mean, Facebook has, a billion, almost just under 1 billion users worldwide now. I mean, if it were a country, it would be almost on a par with India and China. So I want you to think when you're, and this is why I showed, one of my campaigns before that I'll be demonstrating and building as well with you live on this webinar, is because I want you to think when you're accessing Facebook, you're getting huge social reach, and that's why I was showing you those social reach numbers just before. So anyway, so what we'll do is, the way the system works is, what I'm going to do is show you on this webinar one of the simplest ways to make money with this actual system. Okay, so how does the system work? Well, the first thing we need to do is actually choose a niche to actually market in, and a niche that we're actually going to go ahead and make money in. So how are we going to choose a niche? Well, we're going to use a little website called ClickBank. Now, are you guys familiar with ClickBank? Just so I can get a feel. Chris, is the people on this call, are they familiar with ClickBank, or have they? Chris? Okay, it seems that Chris is gone, but anyway, suffice to say, we'll jump on. So ClickBank, it seems that, okay, a lot of you are, some of you are not. Okay, ClickBank is basically like a it's a website that contains lots of products in different niches that we can go ahead and create a unique affiliate link to, and like an identifier link to identify who's sending the visitors to buy a product. And you send traffic and collect money when a sale is made from the methods that I'm going to be showing you right now. And when it comes to choosing markets that really sell online, I think ClickBank really know what they're talking about, because if we just click on the Home tab here in ClickBank, they've done, as you can see here on the little black box here, they've done over $2 billion in sales since they started over the last 10 to 14 years. So this is the way I like to choose a niche. So what niches are profitable? Well, the little strategy of mine that works really well and is that, see, ClickBank, they know what sells on the internet. They've been doing it for 14 years. They've done over $2 billion in sales. If we click on the marketplace here, all these categories here on the left-hand side, these are the categories that sell on the internet. They wouldn't put them up there for any other reason. Okay, so that's so we're going to go ahead and choose one of these categories. Now, for the purposes of this demonstration that I'm showing you, I've already gone ahead and chosen a niche that works really well for me. And the particular niche I've chosen is the computer gaming niche. You see a lot of people, they pay a lot of money for gaming guides and strategy guides, and I've actually gone ahead and chosen the particular niche StarCraft 2. Now, some of you may know this is a computer game. If you've ever played it, or maybe your kids play the game, it's called StarCraft 2. I've played it a lot of times, and I literally can spend hours in front of this computer game. So to find this product, I'm just going to do a quick search in the product bar up here. And show you what I'm talking about. So all you need to do is type in, I'm just going to type in StarCraft, it's just a computer game. Just can I get a show of hands who's heard of StarCraft? Just so I can see. Okay, Okay, it seems like 50% of you are. So it really is a pretty popular game. Some people haven't. It's just a pretty popular computer game, basically. And a lot of people, the reason why you can monetize these games is because a lot of people want to get really good at it. And so they're willing to buy like StarCraft 2 guides and StarCraft 2 cheat sheets. That's how it works. So what I'm going to show now is here. At the moment, these are a whole lot of different products you can promote. The Ultimate StarCraft 2 Guide. StarCraft 2, you get 75% commission. So in this case, you get $17 every time a sale is made. So in this case, it actually makes more sense to be the affiliate than to actually be the product owner, which is quite amazing. Here you get 75% of the sale as well. So, normally it does actually make a lot of sense to be the affiliate, especially when you're going to be using this direct linking monetization method that I'm going to be showing you in just a sec. So the first thing we need to do is choose a product to promote, and because I'm in the StarCraft 2 niche, we can choose any of these products. So what we're going to do first is we're going to now create ourselves. We're going to press the promote button. Watch closely. We're going to press the promote button, and we're going to actually create ourselves what I was talking about before, a unique affiliate link. And we're going to use that to promote it in a community in Facebook that we'll actually go and build. And then what we're going to do is we're going to go and turn on the traffic, and I'll show you that as well. And I've already turned on some of the traffic just so you can see them, so we can have a look. So okay, so what we're going to do now is I'm just going to go and create this link. So we press the promote button, and we'll type in one of my affiliate IDs. And all we need to do is press create. Okay, so now we've just got ourselves a unique affiliate link, which I'll right click and copy, and we can minimize that. And just while we're at it, I'll show you what this product looks like, just so you can see. So it's just a simple product, and all it's doing is it's enticing people to buy the StarCraft 2 guide or cheat sheet. Okay, so in order to promote this product through all these monetization methods that I'm going to show you, I've discovered that the best way to get the best conversions on Facebook is to actually build a Facebook community using a Facebook page. So what is a Facebook page? Well, a Facebook page is literally, actually, some people seem to know. Facebook page is basically, it's a cool way to create a website online that's hardwired into the biggest traffic source on the internet, and it's very easy to do so. In fact, I'll show you how to do that. I'm going to build a page with the new timeline right in just a sec. Now, the benefit of building a page is it's free to do. It's really easy to do. You can siphon off free traffic from Facebook. You don't need any sort of coding or anything, and you create one in under 5 minutes, which I'll show you. But also the method that we're going to use is actually going to be a lot more effective, and you're going to be able to get traffic that is significantly a lot cheaper by driving the traffic directly to a Facebook page. And this is the type of information I got off this private phone call I had with Facebook. You might not understand what I'm talking about, what the heck I'm talking about right now, but don't worry, because it's all going to be explained in due time, and you'll see in just a sec. So, and this can be done very simply by scrolling to build a page, just scrolling to the bottom, right to the bottom of your page. Actually, we'll just click on, all you need to do is click on the Facebook symbol up here on the top left, and then scrolling to the bottom of the page, and then pressing create a page, which is a little link at the bottom. Okay. Now, so the first thing we need to do when we're creating a page is to choose what page type. So I'm going to call it a brand or a product, because that's what it is. It's a StarCraft 2 product, and we're going to go ahead and choose games and toys, and we're just going to go ahead and put in, we need to choose a name. Now the best way to choose a name is just to choose something nice and simple and something catchy. So I'm going to call it StarCraft 2 best professional guides, and all you need to do is press agree, and then all we need to do is press get started. Sorry. Okay, so now we're in the process of actually creating our StarCraft 2 page. So now we need to press, now it's all it's asking us for to do is to upload a simple like logo or simple image. All we need to do is press upload, and I've actually got an image right here we can use. You can easily do that just by going onto Google Images and finding an image, very simple. So I'll just wait for this to upload. And our page, once this is uploaded, our page is about 50% done. Okay, so that's just an image that I got from the StarCraft 2 game. So we press next. Okay, so now it's just asking a little bit about the information about the page. So we can call, we can say this is a community we are building to help StarCraft players, get good at StarCraft. Okay, so now it's actually asking us for like a website. So this is where we can actually direct link our affiliate link directly into the website, like so. Now you can do it this way, and there's a number of other different ways. Okay. So now we've actually gone ahead and we've created the first part of the page, as you can see here. Just skip through all this part. And this is what the page looks like right now. So the page is about 50% done. Now this is actually, you guys have probably never seen this because this is only a brand new layout that Facebook have just released over the last couple of days. You've probably heard a lot of buzz about the Facebook timeline. So all we need to do now is just quickly add a cover photo. So we can choose, choose upload a photo. And I'm going to go ahead and upload my cover photo. Very simply. And we'll just wait for that to upload. Okay, now it's just asking us to position the photo correctly, save changes. Okay, so now we've got a cool looking Facebook page that we created literally in about 5 minutes. Now the page for me, most people would stop there, but for a marketer like me, to get really good conversions, the page for me is about 50% done. So I actually like to I'm going to show you some tricks on how to make this page look really cool. So now we need to optimize the page to encourage people to interact with the page and put their email address into the page as well. So the way we actually go ahead and do this is we need to add in, there's a great little way, that this is actually a great way to build lists, and adds an additional way we can communicate with the community, and an additional way we can monetize. So we need to just simply install a little bit of software onto the page called static HTML. Now what is static HTML? Static HTML is just a little bit of it's an application that we can add to the page to make our page look even cooler. So all we need to do is to install the static HTML. So all we need to do is go up to the search bar up here and type in static, S-T-A-T-I-C, and you can see HTML iframe comes up. Just click on that. And it's going to come to the static HTML install page. As you can see, all you need to do is press add static HTML to a page. Okay, now it's actually going to ask us what page would we like to install it to. So I'm going to install it to the StarCraft 2 Best Professional Guides and press Add Static HTML iframe tabs. Okay, so now we've actually got our static HTML tab installed, so which is this button here. So now we need to customize our page a little bit more. So we're going to do that with a little bit of code that I actually prepared earlier. But don't worry, you don't need to know this code for now. So just don't worry about it right now. All you need to know about it right now is that this code is essentially will essentially make our page look cool, and it's also going to encourage, which you'll see, encourage our visitors to the page to join the community and put their name and email address in. But don't worry, this isn't the crazy part of the system of what I'm going to show you. This is just a small part of the entire system. Okay, now what we need to do, all we need to do is press on this welcome tab here, and it's going to bring up a little, once it loads, it's just going to bring up here. So what we need to do is just I'm just going to grab our code, which is right here. Right click, copy. Don't worry, you'll get access to this code later on. And right click, and we're going to paste it in here like so. Okay, and then all we need to do is press Save Changes. Okay, so now that it's saved, we can press Preview, and I'm going to show you what the page actually looks like now. Okay, check this out. So now it's all of a sudden it's like asking us to press the like button. If we're an admin, if we're a visitor, there'll be a like button here. And in step 2, put your name and email address in the form below for your free StarCraft 2 cheat sheet. So it's actually got an email opt-in form right here as well, which we can go ahead and put in. So basically, you know, we've just right then and then, just before your very eyes, we've just created an entire website in just a few clicks of the mouse, and this website has everything we need to, you know, monetize and make a lot of money with the, you know, opt-in, and that we got this, you know, teaching people to press the like button, teaching people to put their name and email address in, you know, just to join our community. So this is basically everything you need. You know, there's a whole lot of different ways to monetize. You can monetize by people pressing the like button. You can monetize by putting, getting people to put their name and email address into the Facebook opt-in form here. You can monetize even by selling ad space just on this very page itself. You know, if we go back over here, you can monetize by, where is it? You can monetize by putting in a link into the About Us tab here. You can monetize by putting links into this timeline. This is one of the best ways to monetize, and it's only just been released over the last week. We can put all sorts of links in this timeline, which I'll show you about, so that when new visitors come to the page, they're going to scroll down through the timeline and, you know, really make, you know, click on all sorts of different links. And by the way, guys, I just wanted to mention that this timeline, the reason why Facebook brought this timeline in is because they want to knock out WordPress. They want to, you know, WordPress is all about putting things in a timeline, like in chronological order. Well, Facebook are doing the same thing, and their plan is to knock out WordPress altogether. So when you're thinking about this, try to think of this as the new blog, you know, the new way to make money, okay? So you can make money with creating lists. You can make money by putting CPA offers in your timeline. You can make money by putting direct affiliate links in there, or ClickBank products and cloaking them. Or you can even create what I like to do is even create your own products if you want to make like 100% of the profits. And, you know, this is actually a great way where you can create a bunch of products in actually under a couple of hours, and I'll show you how to do that. But yeah, this is just some of the monetization techniques. Okay, so now that I've actually gone ahead and created this, you know, cool looking page, the next thing is actually to turn on the traffic. So I'm going to show you how to get visitors to this page. So the secret piece of information that I learned from the private phone call was that I was told that the price of advertising when you advertise to a page like this is about 50% times cheaper if you're using the Facebook advertising platform than advertising to another, advertising outside to another website. So if you wanted to advertise to a WordPress blog, you'd be paying double the price. Here you can pay half the price for Facebook advertising, have a blog like we got here, and you know, make a lot of money. So now I'm going to show you probably how to use probably the most advanced targeting tool that I have ever come across so far. So what we're going to do is we're actually going to start sending visitors to our page or to our community that we've actually here. So the first thing we need to do in order to do this is we need to go to one of our advertising accounts. So just type in ads here in the search bar at the top on the top left, press on it. Okay, so we can see here that we've, I will come back to those ads in a second. First thing we need to do is press create an ad. Okay, so the first thing we need to do is actually choose our Facebook page that we're going to send them to. So our Facebook page is the one we just created, which is StarCraft 2 Best Professional Guides. Now here's the really interesting thing. We can actually choose exactly where we want to send them on that Facebook page. You know that cool looking image that collects their email address? We can actually choose to send straight to that email address. And all you need to do is press add, select, clip it as Facebook ads, sort type, add new message, destination tab, welcome. Okay. So I'll just wait for that to load. Okay, so now we just need some, cool sort of like body or text for the advertisement to go in. So the first thing, so we'll just say, like StarCraft. Then you'll like this. Then like this blog. Something like that. Very simple. We've already got an image in there, so we don't need to change it. Okay, so this is the real cool part, because this is where you can really target a lot of people. So here we want to target for people who play this game. It's an English westernized game, so we want to obviously target. At the moment, we've got 141 people we can 141 million people we can target. So we know this is how detailed we can get with the targeting, and I really like this. So think about we want to target people who play this computer game. So we want to target people in the United States, Australia, my country, New Zealand. We want to target England or United Kingdom, Ireland. Steve's saying Canada. Yes, of course, Canada. We won't forget Canada. Well, that's enough English-speaking countries for now. And then, now the thing is, here's the real secret, and this is the demographics part. I have not seen any targeting that you can do this well anywhere. This sort of targeting does not exist. Facebook has got the most comprehensive targeting database on the planet. It's got the biggest database on the planet. So age. So people who play this game are probably from age 18 to 35 or 34. Now the thing is, I know for a fact that the people who ages 18 to 24 normally don't have enough spending money to spend it on additional things like a StarCraft guide. So we're going to actually only advertise to and really target people from 24 to 34. Okay. Now the other thing is, so look at this. We've got a now estimated reach of 101,000. Now the reason why you want to get targeted is because Facebook will even give you cheaper ads if you target specifically to the exact people that would actually want to click on the ad. So now we've got 100 million people here, 101 million people that are still interested in this game so far. So now we want to. I know for a fact that most people who play this game are actually men. So we're actually going to go and just target men. And this is how you can get your ad prices down really cheap and send a lot of traffic. You can send literally thousands of visitors for a few $100s. Okay, so now precise interest. So this is where we can get really targeted. So now the interest that we're actually interested in is StarCraft. At the moment we can reach 47 million people. So I'm going to go ahead and type in StarCraft. StarCraft 2. And there we go, we can see it. Okay, you can see now we're getting so targeted that it's kind of like, we'll just wait for that. Okay, so look, we've reached we found 52,000 people who are interested in StarCraft 2, who play it, who are between the ages of 24, who are men. This is really targeted, and the type of people who are going to click on this, they're actually going to go and buy something as well because we're targeted so well. So this is really cool. So that's how you can go ahead and target and get really targeted. And there's actually one of the phone call I had with Facebook. They gave me access to the Facebook API platform, which offers even more targeting. And some of those targeting is here. So advanced demographics. So say you're in the niche dating, or the niche. Dating or online dating and stuff. That's one of the niches I'm in. You can just target just men, or you can target just women, or you can target people that are only single, or you can target specific languages. The targeting gets pretty amazing, and very, very effective. So what I'm going to do now, so I've actually gone ahead and showed you that. So now, and then you can also, target specific people in college or graduate if you're going to hold a, some sort of event, a local event, or you want to target college students for, they buy all sorts of things online, like mobile phone ringtones and all sorts of other stuff, and applications, iPhone applications, all sorts of things that we can target in there. But we don't, because for this ad we don't need to do that. So all we need to do now is go down, and we can choose to actually choose at what bid we want to place per click. Now we can do impressions, but if you don't know your sales funnel, it's better to do cost per click. So it's actually suggesting to do 21 cents to 44 cents. So we're going to go ahead and do 21 cents. There's actually a trick here that I know. If it's doing 21 cents, sometimes I actually go ahead and do a little bit lower just to see if we get any bites. Sometimes it's a really good way to find some profitable campaigns. So all we need to do is press place order and something here. Okay, so I've got a little bit of punctuation here. I can't have two dots. So we're going to go ahead and place order, and that's how you can really get a lot of targeted people very quickly. As you can see, I've built all these ad groups here and got pretty amazing click-throughs. I mean, this click-through here, how to make wine, one of my niches that I'm in, how to make wine with Tom, click-through of 0.12. 0.12 is pretty unheard of for targeting, and you can see here that just at the moment we've got a social reach of 7,533. And just with this, you can make a lot of money. And in this particular, in the wine case, the way I'm actually making money is actually sending traffic to an opt-in page and actually collecting the email address. That's the monetization method, and then sending them, a lot of offers via email. And this all ties into basically me making a lot of money off Facebook. I mean, there's a lot of other monetization methods that I'll get to in a sec when I show you the page. But you can just make fortunes of just collecting people's email addresses with the page I just showed you before. I mean, you can make fortunes just by direct linking your offers into the new Facebook timeline. This has only been available for the last 7 days. It's not even officially available until the 30th. The people who get in now and start using this now are going to make a lot of money. And you can even put put advertising on your actual page now as well. So what I wanted to show you, someone was just asking, what does a Facebook ad look like? We'll just cross over here. We can have a look here. Here's what a Facebook ad actually looks like, and we can actually view it on a site right now. So it looks like this. How to make wine with Tom. Would you like to learn how to make wine? And like this. That's what an ad looks like. So it comes on the right hand side. And you can even do sponsored stories, which is another great method to interweave with the Facebook timeline. But what I also wanted to show you is the Facebook Insights. So if we just cross over to one of my pages that I've already got, I've actually gone ahead and started marketing in StarCraft already. But you can see here, this is the Facebook Insights. I mean, this is what I've done just over the last the last 10 days. Right here, if we just click on See All. This is just this particular niche, and the particular monetization method that I'm using is collecting people's email addresses with this. But you can see here, we've grown from a social reach of 84,000. We almost grew up at the peak. We grew up to 227,000. We even reached a social reach of almost 400,000 people, a couple of days ago, which is unheard of in such a short period of time. Now, what is a social reach? Basically, a social reach is the more advertising you do, the more that your Facebook your timeline starts interweaving and getting lots of viral friends out there. And the more likes you get, the more it gets advertised on other people's profiles, and basically creates this sort of a viral traffic effect. And you can see it's kind of started to die down. But this is the sort of stuff that you can do just starting the Spark with Facebook advertising, and in here I even stopped the advertising, but you can see that there's still so much activity just from all the advertising I did before. Now the reason you want to actually do this in a wave-like motion, because this is what sparks this real growth, and you can get that virality factor in your pages these days. Okay, so so it's pretty powerful stuff, and we can see all the people talking about this. If we cross over to the actual page itself, we can see this one's got 2,515 likes, and it's got 900 people talking about it. It's got 196, about basically almost 200 people talking about it. So 200 people talking about it on Facebook still. If you go back a week ago, there was about 900 people talking about it, and that's what gave us this huge hump in traffic right here, which is pretty amazing. And you can really drive a lot of traffic. Okay, Jimmy was saying, I thought you could not ask them to like your page now. Yeah, everyone keeps saying that, but honestly, you can, and I know there's so many tips and tricks around it to do a lot of stuff and still do a lot of liking, which I'll show you about that. But so basically, all of this ties into me making, a lot of money, on Facebook. And you can see here, here's one of my my quarterly reports, and you can see here my business is on a huge growth right now. I've just launched some big campaigns. We've reached $276,000 in sales, and I know these are big numbers for you, for some of you out there, but for others, when you start to realize the power and the potential of this, this can become like clockwork. That's just one of my reports, and I brought up a couple of my ClickBank accounts. One's just producing $100 a day, another one's producing $3,000 a day, and it's going to keep going up. And I've also shown you some live campaigns and how to build live campaigns, live on Facebook. So there's basically a ton of money being made here on Facebook right now. Now I know there's a lot of questions coming in about what it is that I'm actually offering, or if I'm actually offering anything at all, or what it is exactly that I'm actually offering. Well, you already know my motivations from the start of this this training webinar. Okay, I brought up the carrot in front of the stick. Okay, one of the things is I come from a world of abundance. There really is a lot of money to be made out there, but basically the good news is that I'm not just going to give you another course, okay? What I'm offering here is something that's really unique, okay? Something that I rarely see anybody offer, and this is a huge part, okay? Because this is a chance to work with me personally. See, I'm looking to build a strong affiliate network and teach people what I'm doing, so that I'll take 5% of profits, but teach people what I'm doing. So that I can go and duplicate myself and make even more money. And there's a ton of money to be made out there. Okay, so what I'm doing is I'm actually giving you the chance to work with me personally, just like I've shown you here, how to create web pages, and all the way down to targeting traffic the correct way. Okay, but this is not just just going to be like webinar training or anything. This is going to be me literally on the phone, helping you get over every hump that you can get over. Okay, I've had a lot of students that have come through, and we've got some good good testimonials. We've got a good one from David. He's in Idaho, and he's generated now talking about $4,000 a week. So it's like $16,000 a month. And we've got another one, Chris, in New York. He's just, I think he's actually just reached his $10,000 barrier now. But you're actually going to get, and these are real people that I've actually coached by phone coaching. Okay, you're literally going to be sitting down with me while I'm going to be personally walking you through how to get these sorts of results. Okay, you're going to get like the personal advice and the coaching specific only to your niche. Okay, and that is the best type of advice. And you're going to get coaching and learn at your own speed. Okay, you're going to learn from my personal experience with making money on Facebook. Even if I lost everything now, I would still be making money very quickly again from Facebook. And you're going to learn from my personal experience, just from the knowledge that I have in my brain. And you're really going to, get to pick, I'm going to let you guys pick my brains, and also pick the brains of some of my successful students for any pressing questions that you have on your niche. And you're going to get some of the probably the most up-to-date information on your niche before any book or course is actually talking about it. I mean, the internet and the interface of Facebook changes so much. I mean, we've just had a huge interface change with Facebook, and so quickly that honestly, coaching is the only way to actually profit from this website. So, you're also going to let me see how you're running your business, and kind of let me look over your shoulder, and we can identify where the bottlenecks are in your business. And you're also going to learn from the costly mistakes that I've actually made, and learn how to avoid these costly mistakes yourself. And I've created over 15 different campaigns now, and they've all been really successful. But the kind of coaching that you're going to get, if we just cross back over to here, okay, it's going to get to the point when you're into these campaigns, and if we just close this up, we close this up, it gets to the point where you actually start needing to changing your bid prices here. So you can see here, I've made some bid prices high, some bid prices low, and the reason, there's lots of little psychological reasons for that. And the reason is because I want Facebook to see me as an important marketer, and so sometimes I'll bid high, other times I'll bid low. Like this bid can come down, but this is the sort of coaching that I'm going to be sitting down with you, and you're not going to be getting anywhere else. Okay, this is not sort of the coaching that any book can actually teach you. This is the sort of coaching, hands-on coaching. So I know that this needs to be at 13 cents now. And that this is the sort of personalized, ad by ad coaching that you're not going to get anywhere else. Okay, and I'm actually offering this. This is probably the most unique product. It's not just some silly course or anything where you read a book. This is going to be a very interactive coaching, personalized coaching program, and you're going to get specific advice on niche by niche, ad by ad, exactly what sort of bid to put in, and you can't get this information anywhere else. Okay, so what am I actually going to teach you on this program? I've got a lot of people saying, well, okay, and I've got a lot of questions in, so I will get to those questions, guys. So first of all, I'm going to walk you through exactly what I've just done on live on this webinar, but I'm going to be doing it a lot slower, and a lot easier as well. I mean, I'm going to walk you through all the different monetization methods. I've spoken about only just a few of them, probably about 20% of the monetization methods that I actually use with this system. I'm also going to teach you, first off, I'm going to teach you how to get, credible Facebook pages. They get opt-in rates of about 40%, and encourages 20% of those people to take action and buy. Something that's really important, because if you only get 10% of people taking action, then you're not going to make, any money. I mean, it's the difference between a profitable campaign and a very, unprofitable campaign. So I'm going to be teaching you a variety of different methods to be able to monetize, and just one of those methods was that big splash screen that's integrated with a new timeline now. And I'm going to be teaching you how to build an email list from this new system. And I'm going to be teaching how to build a product in literally in just a few hours, and send all the targeted traffic they could ever need to that product, and kind of create a self-perpetuating machine. That's really what I've been creating here on Facebook. And I'm really just going to be laying out all the foundations, showing you how to build the funnel. I'm going to give you a complete overview of how the system all works. We're going to be going into product creation to maximize conversions, and we're going to be talking a lot about traffic surging. This is something that you saw, that big hump in the curve that we had before. Where is it? Traffic surging, like this hump in the curve here. Traffic surging can really create good viral waves when you turn on and off your marketing campaigns. So we'll be talking a lot about that as well. And then we're just going to be going through and refining and upscaling a lot. Okay, so there's some people that are actually saying, how are we actually going to do this? How are we going to achieve this? Okay, well, first of all, I want you I want to let you know that this is a coaching service, okay? There's not going to be any silly scarcity where there's some guy saying there's only 10 copies available of his book when really there's hundreds sold, okay? The reality is I'm just one man, okay? One man, me and my team, a very small team. I can only take on a few more people, okay? But what I've done now, and I don't think it's fair to kind of discriminate against people who possibly right now could be very successful in the future and join my 100-strong mastermind team. So I don't want to discriminate against someone who could potentially join me right now, but maybe doesn't have the sort of cash to buy into what I regard as the extreme coaching program. So what I've done is I've actually created a few different packages that people can come in and kind of cater for you at different levels. It's the same program, and it doesn't matter where you are right now. There's going to be something for you, okay? And like I said, with every package, every program, that there's a guarantee that you're going to be making a lot of money or some great money with this, as long as you follow and copy everything I'm doing, okay? And I'm going to make that pretty easy for you, and I'm going to hold I'm really going to hold you to that, and you can take you all along the whole way. But the important thing to note is that this program is really good. And however, some of them, you're going to see some of these packages, you're going to see a much faster rate of success, whereas some of them you're not. You are. It's just going to be a little bit more gradual, and it's going to be a lot easier for you because you're basically going to, basically the more you pay, the more personalized coaching you get because you're paying for my time, okay? So yeah, if you buy the higher price package, you're basically going to be getting a lot more of my time, a lot more hand holding, and basically a much bigger guarantee of success, because I'm personally going to be making sure that you're profiting from these methods, because I know somebody that's been generating 6 figures a month from Facebook for the past 5 years, and been making money from Facebook for the past 5 years, and 6 figures a month currently, is pretty amazing. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to bring up the program for you, and we'll run through it. Okay, so here it is, as you can see here. So basically, you're going to let me watch over your shoulder while we build these profitable campaigns and help you build a 6-figure business, in less than 3 weeks. This is like every successful person knows that one-on-one coaching is the absolute key. And I want to personally help you over every hurdle. I'm going to be coaching you like you've never been coached before, because I'm really going to tell all. You can forget about, you don't need any automated software systems, or, basically forget about software glitches altogether. And, plus, this is probably the best coaching you're going to get. So, as you guys already know, there's some pretty amazing packages here. So first of all, I'm going to bring up the highest quality program first, which is here. And this is kind of like the most hand-holding program. It's called my Ultimate Coaching program. And in this course, we're going to go through over 6 weeks from start to finish every step you need to take to profit from Facebook, like I do. Okay, we're going to go through 2 hours of webinars, 2 2-hour webinars a week for 6 weeks, and we'll even do a bonus week if we don't get through the information. We're going to be teaching live, and we'll start choosing a niche, and we're going to be building the technology to profit from that niche, and I'll show you how to create products for maximum profits. And then I'll reveal my secrets for profiting from Facebook advertising program. And you're literally going to be profiting, some of you can literally be profiting within your first hour of doing this. Like I said, this information, if I lost everything now, I could easily be profiting from Facebook within a couple of hours again. And then you can sit back and relax, and let the automated system that you've just built, this making money machine that you've just built, make money while you eat, while you take the kids to school, while you travel the globe, and even while you sleep. I mean, that's the power of the internet these days. It's very powerful. Plus, everyone learns at a different pace. So for the ultimate package, so that's what everyone gets. For the ultimate package, you may find you need a little bit more personalized coaching. Not to worry, because I'm going to give you double my time, okay? With the ultimate coaching package, you're going to get all 6 weeks of the complete blueprint coaching, plus you're going to get lifetime access to bi-weekly webinars that I'm actually going to be doing. And once we finish the course, you're actually going to get lifetime access to these bi-weekly webinars. And then plus, I'm going to be spending double my time with you. Now, so that's the ultimate coaching program right there. Now, for a significantly lower price, you can get a hold of the basic one, which is up here. And in this course, we're going to go through over 6 weeks. We're going to do the webinar program, the 6 weeks of coaching, 2 2-hour webinars a week for 6 weeks. And we'll also go through and show you how to build, start a niche. We're going to show you how to create products for maximum profits, and show you, the secret to the Facebook advertising program. And then you can sit back and relax and, let the machine that you've just made, tick over and, make a lot of money. But I mean, you're not going to, in this, I will warn you, in this, the complete blueprint for 1197, you're not going to get the accelerated success as the ultimate coaching package. And probably it's, not for the laziest of people, okay? However, it's still, much better, pretty much better than any other program out there, okay? But here's the kicker, okay? So listen closely. Here's the kicker. But as that was this price is 1197, and I'm prepared to offer a sort of platinum coaching kind of package for 1997, which is only a small upgrade, which is the personal coaching, only a small upgrade, but I think you'll find that the difference is really significant, okay? And essentially you're going to get everything the ultimate coaching package has, which is the higher price one, just a little less coaching, but still the accelerated success. And essentially this is by far the best package, and probably the one I most recommend, because I actually normally charge charge the higher price for this middle one, but and I would have sold it for the same price as the high price one today, but you can see that it is essentially the same package, but you're just getting a little bit less phone coaching. You're still getting the access to previous webinars, 12 months of bi-weekly live coaching. You're getting personal phone calls, so what I'm going to do, there's a lot of people asking a lot of questions as well. So what I'm going to do is basically there's 5 of the most expensive packages, 5 of the coaching packages, and there are 8 of the middle one. So there's only 8 people can get the middle one. So I mean, I can't do this price for everyone basically, because it's such a great package, and it's my time involved in there. And then there's 16 of the cheapest package, 1197. Okay, so what I'm going to do, there's a lot of people asking questions and saying they can't actually get this. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring up the order link. So the order link, I'll just start up a new document. The order link is www.sixfigureswithtom.com/personal coaching is key. Okay. So just be ready to move fast, because these packages, this program will, be finished, and once it's done, that's it. I won't be doing this again or anything. Okay. So someone's asking, the page is not loading. If the page is not loading, just try and refresh. I'll just try the actual link myself. So here's someone's saying the page is still not loading. Okay, what I'll do is I'll put the page, the URL into the little chat box on the right hand side and send to all. Yeah, the page is not loading for me. It's probably because there's a lot of people trying to go to the page right now. Okay, the page is still not working for me, but it's working here because I've loaded it previously, so it will be working. Okay, I've just had words. People are saying is that it is actually working. Okay, someone says it's because I copied and pasted 4 W's. Oh, there it is. Okay, thank you very much, Ted, for saying that. Okay, so if we have a load now. Okay, so that's where you can actually go ahead. Now there's someone's asking. So there's of the top package, the ultimate coaching program. There's how many we've got available? We've got 5 of the most expensive, and we've got 8 of the middle one, and then we've got 16 of the cheapest one. Okay. But recommended is actually the middle one, because you actually get all the value of the most expensive one, and I actually do normally sell that for the same price. Okay, so I'm just going to go through and answer while people are actually going ahead and trying to get access to this as soon as possible. I'm going to go ahead and answer some of these questions. I know a lot of you have been trying to send through questions, so we can go through and do some Q&As. So you can kind of pick my brain. Okay, so Peter says, I've been trying to sell Amazon products for about 6 weeks, but not sold anything yet. So I think I'm missing something out, and was hoping you were going to fill that in. Okay. All right, Peter. Well, how are you trying to sell Amazon products? Okay, I'll come back to you, Peter. Next. Okay, got it. Okay, so for the people who are actually coming through and jumping on this this program, I mean, this is going to be very rigorous. Okay, people are asking what's actually going to happen. So after you've actually gone ahead and got access, you're going to be sent a link where you can a unique link where you can go and sign up to the memberships area, and that's when we'll go ahead and begin our training. Okay. And we can begin the coaching, and literally, I mean, within this is like a gradual training. It's a live training program. So then each week, every 2 weeks, we're going to be having live coaching. Every week we're going to be having 2 live coaching sessions a week. Okay. Plus, we're going to be doing phone coaching as well, where I'm going to literally be sitting on the phone with you as well, and we're going to be going and doing a bit of specific coaching, on your niche. So Kelly's got a question. Okay, Kelly's got a question. What if we know someone who can do this, like a close friend or a relative who is brilliant and committed and has time? Well, Kelly, if you're, if you obviously they have to be a good friend of yours. If it's someone that can take the coaching properly on the phone, and is actually coachable to do this, and you believe that, then Kelly, definitely that's fine. You can get it for them. Now, some people are having problem ordering. If you've got a problem ordering, what you can do, or if you've got a question or anything, you can press the Contact Us tab on the left-hand side here. And just type in your name, type on your email address, and the department is coaching, and type in your message, your question, or if you're having a problem ordering, or if your order failed, type it in there and we can try and sort that out. Okay, Dave. Dave says, my wife is dragging me off. Thanks for great presentation. Don't have enough funds for this excellent opportunity. We'll have to slog it the hard way. Well, thanks a lot, Dave, for coming along. Casey says, thank you. Peter says, hi Tom, I've been trying to sell weight loss products. Donald, contact me. Donald, if you want to speak, then you have to go to the to this page, the order page, and press the Contact Us button. I think that's the easiest way. Okay. Okay, I'm just going through all the questions, guys. I want to get through to all your questions, and I'll go through the questions about the system and do a little bit more teaching as well. Okay, so Kay's got a good question. So Kay's got, once you've created the ad, how do you make money from it? Okay, good question, Kay. So if we go back over to the advertising platform here, so here we've got a whole lot of different ads here. So what happens now, once you, we teach this in detail in the coaching program, but in here, what happens, once you've actually gone ahead and created the ad, they actually come across to the page, which I'll show you here. They come across to that big page, and we get one of the main monetization methods that I use is they come across to this page, and we make money by putting stuff in the timeline in here. In this timeline, I put like CPA offers. I grab stuff from Commission Junction. Have you guys heard of Commission Junction? Put them in there. I put in ClickBank products. But the main way is I actually collect people. When people click on the ad, what actually happens is they come over to this page here, and it's this page here. This is where it encourages them to put in their in their email, and that's when we can actually. And the best thing is it's their Facebook email, so we can actually encourage them we can actually start making money through email marketing. Now, email marketing is one of the most profitable ways, but we can also get their Facebook email and actually send them Facebook messages as well. This is one of the most amazing things, and this is only just from the brand new change that they've actually made. If you have a look here, so that's one way. You can actually you can actually make money by pressing the message button here and messaging them right here to everybody there. So you can actually create an email list right there and then as well, which is pretty amazing. And so that's kind of like an autoresponder in itself, and this honestly is one of the most the best ways to make money these days. And this function they've only just introduced. I mean, there's not many people using this right yet. Actually, you'll probably look out there. A lot of the Facebook pages don't even look like this yet, because that they're not even aware of it. So the change has only happened in the last couple of days. Okay. So hopefully, Kay, that answers your question. And we can also make money from selling ad space in our news feed. Okay, next question, Dave. Dave says, I have to leave in a few minutes. Don't want to miss this offer. Can you email me if it's gone before? I need to generate income to buy my airplane. Want to fly again after 20 years. That's a brilliant dream, Dave. I mean, that's one of the dreams I wanted to do, was always to fly an airplane. And I've definitely achieved that dream now, as you saw before. Well, I mean, honestly, Dave, if it's finished, then that's, sorry if you missed it, you missed it. I mean, I can only spend enough time with, a small amount of people. My time is precious as well. And that's, kind of what you're paying for here. If we don't sell out, or we can create a few more spots, then we could probably let you know, Dave. Donald's got a good question. How can you large group of people by coaching via telephone? Well, Donald, the thing is, I'm not actually taking on a big group of people. I'm only taking on 5 people in the large package. I'm taking 5 people of the most expensive package, 8 of the middle one, and 16 of the cheapest one. On the cheapest one, you don't actually get any phone coaching. So I'm actually really only prepared to coach 5 plus 8. I'm only prepared to coach 13 people in this. Okay, so to answer your question, how can I be on your coaching, Tom? You can go to the link. The link is sixfigurewithtom.com/private. Personal coaching is key. Okay, it seems that now if you're having a problem ordering, there's some people are still having problems, what you can do is press on the Contact Us tab here and just type in your issue there, or what the error message is or anything. It depends, maybe there might be an IP issue or something, not really sure. Could be all sorts of issues. And just type in, what the issue is, and then press send. Very easy. And that's just a little Contact Us tab on the left-hand side. Okay, next question. What autoresponder company do you use? Well, this is really interesting, Steve, that you asked this, because with this new change, Facebook's kind of turned into an autoresponder now. So I'm teaching people how to use that, but I also use Aweber as well, which is a really good one that I use. Okay, Donald's saying you charge 5% of our action. Yes, Donald. If if you come in at the higher package, I'm going to be teaching how to profit, and this is one of my motivations. So I think 5% is a very small portion of the type of money that you're going to be turning over, over the next couple of weeks. Goran says, how do you get coaching tips? How to get your coaching tips? Well, Goran, this is where I'm teaching right now. Steve says, if a Facebook connected autoresponder service, do I need to add something like Aweber or GetResponse? Steve, you add Aweber. That's the best one to connect with Facebook. Jimmy says, sign me up. Awesome, Jimmy. Guys, if you actually come on board now, just put in your details in the just say your name and that you're actually on board with the coaching program and you've got your confirmation email, and just so I know, so I can just kind of tell how many people have come through. Honestly, the page will shut down once it's finished. Okay, so for the people who have actually come on board, okay, congratulations to Jimmy, congratulations to who's this? Congratulations to Eddie, congratulations to Michael. Just put your name and details in the chat box on the left hand side, just so we can see how many people have actually come through. Okay, so I'll try and get back into this teaching. Okay, is this available for Mac and PC? Yes, this is not a software product, guys. This is a coaching product, and it's going to be it's about building a little profit money making machines off Facebook. Okay. Okay, B is saying, are previous methods of using Facebook for profits now being phased out? Yes, B, they are. I'm only teaching the new methods now, and this is some of these new methods I've got from the phone call that I had with Facebook. So I've got a bit of inside information about what's going on. Okay, Bobby's asking, are you going to offer a payment plan? Honestly, Bobby, I probably won't be offering a payment plan, because I'm only really looking to work with serious people who are interested in really doing this. Honestly, I'd like to do this with everybody, but this type of information can really only be taught over the phone as well, especially when you're talking about bid prices, very specific about different campaigns and stuff like that. Okay, Michelle says it's closed. Can I put my name on the list? I'll just check to see if it's closed. It's sixfigureswithtom.com/personal coaching is key. Okay, it probably will be closed very soon. I'll just check how many people have come through. Hilton says is interested. What do I do now? If you want to do the coaching, Hilton, jump on board and get your system, and then we'll start. What's going to happen, guys? For the people who've come on board, congratulations for Matt and Eddie, Bob. Those people have actually come on board now. So we've almost reached our quota, and my time is pretty pretty precious, so it's hard to get to. I can't actually continue to coach, or sell heaps of copies of this because my personal time is involved in this. Okay. Okay, Mark says I'm in the middle package. Congratulations to Mark. Just put your name and details in, guys. Steve, thanks for a response to my simple question. Good info, too rich for my blood at this time, but maybe I make enough to afford it. Thank you in the future. Peter, this is really useful bit of kit. I am missing something. Okay. Nope. Peter, have you just come through? If you've just purchased, what will happen is just go and check your email, and that's where you'll get your unique link to sign up to the members area, and that's where we'll actually be doing the coaching. Now, guys, in the members area, I've just built because I've just released this. So we're going to be doing live coaching on webinars for the next 6 weeks. Plus, we'll be doing 12 months of webinar coaching for my higher end people who have come in the ultimate package. We're going to be doing a webinar every 2 weeks after we've actually finished this intense 6-week coaching program. So I'm pretty excited to be doing this with you. Michelle says now closed. My name's on the list. It shouldn't be closed. I think there's probably 1 or 2 more copies left, Michelle, there. Next question. Annie says, will there be another coaching session once this round finishes? Annie, I've never done this before, and I mean, depends how this one goes. If it's probably not, because I'm not really a huge fan of coaching. I like to, the only reason I'm doing this is to create a big, strong team of really good affiliates who do the same strategy I do, so we can generate a lot of traffic together. Okay, Peter. Sorry, Morton. I am registered. Regards. Okay, awesome, Morton. Nice. Thank you very much, and nice to have you on board. You'll receive a phone call from me over the next 8 days, and then we'll also jump on board. And the first thing you do is actually get registered and jump into the webinar training, and then we'll start doing all the coaching as well. I mean, this is a pretty intense 6-week program. Michelle says, all the boys got in any space for one girl. Michelle, yes, it seems to be all boys, doesn't it? Yeah, there's still space. I think there's still 2 more copies. The people are going to the wrong. I think if you're getting a sorry closed page, you might be either at the wrong page or the system might actually be closed. So you need to go to sixfigureswithtom.com/personal coaching is key. Okay, Michelle? But it might actually be closed. Okay, congratulations to Jerome. I'm in. This is Jerome says, I'm in. Crap, man, I hope it's worth it. Jerome, it'll definitely be worth it, mate. Everyone knows that personal coaching is the key. I mean, everyone has a business coach, and that's the way you need to do this. Michelle says it's closed. I'll put on the list. Fred says, how can I start little by little? Jerome is an Aussie. Awesome, Jerome. Nice to have you on board. I'm from Brisbane, by the way. I don't think I mentioned that before. Okay. Jerome's from Melbourne. Awesome. Guess what, Jerome? I've never, ever been to Melbourne. Still haven't made it, mate. Okay. Have we got any women who have come on board? Just quickly put in your name to say, yes, I'm on board. Okay, so Mark has come on board. Congratulations to Mark. So Mark, the members area is asking for a username and password. Where do I get these? Mark, you'll get your username and password actually sent to you via email to your email address when you create the membership. Okay, so the members area is asking for username and password. So Mark, in your email, there'll be a unique link, Mark, where you can sign up to the members area. So that's where you can get it. And if you've got a problem, Mark, on the left-hand side of the sales page, just simply press contact us. And I'll literally reply. I'm the guy on the support desk. I mean, I'm doing this for you guys. I'll reply after this webinar and make sure that you got signed into the members area. Fine. So you can easily submit a support ticket right there and then on the page. It's not a problem. Anyway, congratulations to Mark. Look forward to working with you guys. Okay. Alright, I'm just going to check how many people have actually come on. 2 seconds, guys. While that's happening, if you have more questions, just please put them through. So 2 seconds. So we've got congratulations to the 11 people that come through right now. So we've got, at the moment, we've got one more of the most expensive package. We've got one more of the middle one. Oh no, two more of the middle one, sorry. 1, 2, 3, 4. And we've got 15 of the cheapest package. Oh no, sorry, not 15. 13 of the lowest package. So one more of the most expensive one, two more of the middle one, and 13 of the cheapest one. Okay, guys. Michael's asking, any chance there'll be a recording will be available via link? Michael, this webinar wasn't going to be recorded, so I'm not sure about that. If Chris, I mean, it depends. It seems like there's a lot of people that want the recording. If people get, too angry, maybe we'll send out a recording, because the training in here was pretty valuable. And especially the page creation, guys, that's really important. Okay, guys, so some people are still having a problem ordering, like credit cards not working. So all you need to do is put in your name, click on, if you're having an issue, go to the sales page, put in your name and email address, and just put in coaching, and type in your message, and we'll get back to you. Okay, someone's asking what the link is. Oh, it's sixfigureswithtom.com/personal coaching is key. Okay, Steve's got a good question. What has caused Facebook to boom like that in 2008, 2009? Steve, I know the exact reason. Basically, what Facebook did was when they first started up, they were very aggressive in their marketing. They asked you to put in your Gmail account or your email account, and basically they got access to your email account, and they spammed everybody in your email account saying that, hey, Steve has just joined up with Facebook. That's how they got big, basically, and that was the reason. They were one of the first companies that started doing that. Jimmy says Facebook is, hey Jimmy, how you doing? Is leveling off? Yeah, it is leveling off a bit. Okay, next question. Okay, guys, I'm just going to check how many people have come through, because this is basically the last time I'll be doing this program live. So just bear with me for a sec. Congratulations to people who have actually come on board. I'm not sure if there's going to be a recording in this at all, because I think we've actually reached it. I mean, I'm kind of running this program right now, and we've kind of reached it, I think. But if there are a few spaces available, we'll let you know. Okay, so I think what we'll do is we'll finish up here. I'll just check how many people have come through. Congratulations to the people who have come on board. So what's going to happen is, the most important thing is, once you get that confirmation email, there's a little link in that email which will take you to the membership sign up area. Sign up to the members area, register for the next training webinar, and from there from there, the next training webinar. From there, start watching the other webinar. There's some training videos in there I've already put in there, and we're going to be building the entire system as we I'm going to be teaching this entire system to you live as we go along, and filling in the rest of the members area with you guys, because this is really tailored coaching, private one-on-one coaching just for you guys. Sure, there's going to be the general coaching on the webinars, but there's also the phone coaching, okay? And that's where you're going to get the benefits of, a lot of people, you may have bought a product in this market before, and you probably maybe you're not doing very well in or something. Well, that's because you don't have a business coach. You need a business coach to work out what cost per click you're going to be paying for each, ad group here. You need to work out, which ad groups to turn off, which ones are profitable, which ones are not. This is the sort of stuff that you only get on coaching, okay? This is going to be the one-on-one, intricate decisions that you need to make about your business that will, really give you the best monetization. And we're going to be going through, there's like 15 different monetization methods that I use right now. Each one of them very unique, and, have really wide reach across Facebook, okay? So I just want to say thanks a lot for everybody coming along. Unless there's no more questions, what we'll do is we'll finish off here. I think I got through everyone's questions. I was surprised there weren't more questions on Facebook. I mean, some of the stuff that I taught you just then, I know I ran through it a little bit quickly, but it was very powerful, and it will probably and it will make a lot of people a lot of money, especially with the new changes that Facebook made on the new Facebook timeline. Okay, so I think that's it. So guys, thank you very much, and I will see you. For the people who have come on board, I'll see you very soon. We'll be interacting in the members area and at the support desk, and then eventually, probably in about a couple of days from now, if not a bit longer, depending on how many people have actually come through, I'll eventually get around and we'll start doing the calls and really teaching you guys exactly what to do. So with that said, this webinar is a wrap. Thank you very much and have a great night.